NASA just revealed Blue Origin's new lunar lander, somehow SpaceX. In 2029 or so, the Mk2 lander is expected to participate in an unmanned demonstration as part of the Artemis 5 mission. SpaceX's Starship, which has its obstacles in completing the 2025 deadline for the first crewed lunar landing in over 50 years on the Artemis 3 mission, is anticipated to be used for the first human landings. SpaceX has released the first images of its lunar lander, which will take part in upcoming lunar-related missions as they increase testing for the Starship rocket in Boca Chica, Texas. Of course, the whole aerospace industry was taken aback and stunned by this revelation. Now the questions arise are, what are the challenges SpaceX has to face in this testing now? Will Blue Origin achieve its goal related to the lunar lander? What impact did the recent step from Blue Origin have on the Moon project and the aerospace industry? Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are here with an amazing video related to Blue Origin's new lunar lander and its demonstration. But before starting the video, if you're new to our channel, do subscribe to it and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss an update. Let's dive into the video. After a 12-day lunar trip, the Apollo 17 spacecraft carrying 3 men returned to Earth on December 19, 1972. Additionally, this is the final mission on which humans will visit the Moon. Humans have not been able to return in more than 50 years. NASA created the Artemis program to carry on the legacy of the Apollo missions, bringing people back to the Moon and even allowing them to establish settlements there. NASA has collaborated with multiple aerospace businesses on this program by awarding contracts to these companies for lunar landings. Among them, Blue Origin is the business in charge of numerous significant duties included in this project. NASA said on May 19th that Blue Origin has been given a $3.4 billion contract to develop lunar landers for the Artemis mission. The Blue Origin's lunar lander is scheduled to take part in the Artemis 5 mission, which is scheduled for 2029. Blueprints for the Blue Moon lunar lander, also known as Blue Origins, were shown several years ago. In particular, Jeff Bezos unveiled the first Blue Moon model at the Washington Convention Center on May 29, 2019. Bezos then anticipated that Blue Moon would assist in getting Americans back to the Moon by 2024. But ever since that disastrous introduction, we have hardly heard anything fresh regarding Blue Moon from Blue Origin. A great deal of doubt has been expressed about Blue Origin's ability to build the vehicle by the NASA deadline. Following Blue Origin's award by NASA in May of this year of the lunar lander contract, this grew even further. However, NASA and Blue Origin have finally made some new details about their progress on the Moon mission available. Blue Origin specifically uploaded images of their lunar lander on the X platform on October 27. Photographs were taken inside the Blue Origin's factory in Huntsville, Alabama, where several prominent Blue Origin's members and NASA officials, including NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and Blue Origin's founder Jeff Bezos, appeared. While this was all well and good, the lunar lander prototype was the main attraction. Blue Moon Mark I is a nearly 3-story freight lander demonstrator. According to Origins, the company behind the Blue, while it stands 16 meters tall, its design takes advantage of the new Glenn's fairing 7 meters in height. 3 tons of freight can be transported anywhere on the Moon by this prototype, which runs on a BE-7 engine. As per Bezos, the primary objective of the Mark I is to lay the groundwork and showcase the technologies for the next Mark II lunar lander, which would formally take part in the Moon landing mission. This is a very encouraging indication for the US-led Artemis project, the Artemis 5 mission, which will be commanded by SpaceX's HLS Starship. We'll see Blue Moon play a significant part in adding more humans to the Moon following the Artemis 3 and 4 missions. By the time Artemis 5 is completed, the US will most likely be pushing for the establishment of a lunar base. Therefore, Blue Moon's mission will be just as significant as SpaceX's HLS in earlier phases. The aerospace community was quite interested in the news right away. AFF previously mentioned tweet was retweeted by an ordinary astronaut, who added, "I'm telling you all, don't sleep on Blue Origin as a legitimate player in the upcoming market." Many people were astonished and excited by this new news. They're not just sitting around doing nothing, even if they haven't done much in public. I'm sure many others feel the same way. It's fantastic to see more of their blue lander. Aside from that though, Bill Nelson shared his optimism on X.com. Instagram, in particular, the Blue Moon human landing system will allow NASA to maintain a stable crew of humans on the moon to live and work before we travel to Mars. NASA is happy to partner with Blue Origin on this project. This exemplified the two agencies' easygoing cooperative relationship, which will be upheld in further initiatives, particularly the Artemis missions. Perhaps, though, the most recent revelations may not be sufficient to allay our concerns over the Blue Origin lunar lander and associated issues. All of us are hoping that NASA and Blue Origin will soon make more fresh information public, particularly regarding specific designs, technical details, or upcoming plans. Still, a lot of people will gain from Blue Origin's progress report. The previously described action will serve as Blue Origin's persuasive way of answering any skeptics. Many people had previously believed that Blue Origin was powerless. They were merely squandering our time, money, and NASA's confidence in addition to our own as Americans. With this action, they have demonstrated their competence in handling a challenging and significant project like Artemis. We anticipated that the lunar lander would be operating shortly after the initial pictures were made public. Furthermore, given that this vehicle will be launched by a new Glenn, it's possible that Blue Origin could soon speed up the development and launch of its rocket to support the launches of lunar landers. Regarding NASA Blue Origin, advancements have demonstrated that NASA made the right decision. Before, NASA faced mistrust and even criticism following the allocation of a significant contract to the Blue Origin's Blue Moon project. Despite this, not many people trusted this project. Now that things are moving in the right direction, NASA will feel more optimistic about the project and will keep stepping up its collaboration with Blue Origin and other partners to keep the mission on track. Furthermore, this milestone will serve as a major source of incentive for Blue Origin's rival SpaceX. In addition, they will take part in Artemis 3, which is slated to launch in late 2025 and land the first people on the moon in over 50 years, as well as Artemis 4, which is slated to launch in 2028. The HLS Starship version's engines were tested by SpaceX in September. SpaceX will need to accelerate the development and testing of the HLS Starship specifically, as well as the Starship project overall, to build the vehicle that will transport humans to the moon. The US Blue Origin's recent accomplishments will be a great spiritual lift for the government and its people, as they will enable them to stay ahead of their competition and meet NASA's deadline. The US and China, its greatest opponents at the moment, are engaged in a very serious competition to return to the moon. With Blue Origin's important milestone, the US will have more confidence in their victory in this race. Besides beating its competitor in the race right now, the US can start thinking about new feats which are much greater than what has been done in the past. Therefore, we must acknowledge the efforts of Blue Origin in particular and the aerospace industry in general. Even though success may come gradually, we can have hope for a great future for humanity with such an effort. Aerospace businesses are putting a lot of effort towards helping humanity go closer to the moon and beyond in a variety of ways. So let's keep believing in them and holding out for the day when humanity returns to the moon and even beyond that, when we take control of the universe. How do you feel about the most recent progress update for Blue Origins? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up. This will motivate us to make more and more interesting videos for all of you.